Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I'll be talking about the most overpowered formation in FIFA 20 Ultimate Team after the latest patch. Yes guys, this is a post-patch formation 4-4-2, which in my opinion is the most balanced formation, and this formation is the most ideal to beat overload, ball side and drop back. Now if you're a casual player, if you don't know these terms, let me put it in simple terms for you. Overload ball side means putting the pressure of all your players on one side where the ball is, and it's so difficult for the person who has the ball to create chances from that particular side. And a combination of that with drop back means sitting too deep and absorbing the pressure. It's very difficult to break down those compact defenses from one particular side. Hence wide formation is the most apt to go about it, especially in the FUT Champions Weekend League. So let's get down to talking about 4-4-2. That I'll be talking about two variations of 4-4-2. Now this is the team that I used except for two players. Headliners Varane was not there. Instead, Eder Militao 86 UCL Live was there, and Mendy wasn't there. Headliners 88 Telles was there. So the reason I changed it is because I feel Varane is a more balanced centre back. So this is for this particular weekend. Just imagine Militao and Telles in place of these two. Rest of the team was the same. Now talking about the custom tactics, now the way I set it up, it was 4-4-2. So what I do is I pause as soon as the game starts and I switch players in this. So quickly talking about the custom tactics now, defensive style is balanced. Width is 5, depth is 4. The reason the depth is 4 because I don't want my players to be going too forward, since this is a flat 4-4-2 formation with two center mids operating. It's really not advisable to push way too much on the depth. Now coming to the offensive side, keep it balanced. Width should be 5, players in the box should be 4, corners 2, free kicks 2. Reason with depth 5, width 5 in attack is because you want to exploit the wings. That's the whole purpose of playing 4-4-2. Yeah, it's more balanced from the center as well. Plus, it gives you the leverage to go on the wings and attack. Now, corner should be 2, free kicks 2. Don't push too much on corners and free kicks because otherwise you'll be too vulnerable on the counter attacks. Those are kind of goals I always try and avoid. Hence, I keep it low. Now, talking about in detail as to what I play and how I play it. Now on the instructions, now what I'm going to show you is Mbappe would be here. Mbappe would be on the wings. Now because I had to set it up because of the chemistry, I'll show you what I exactly play in game. So as soon as the game starts, I move Mbappe to the wing and I interchange Ben Yedder and Messi. Neymar is on the wings, Mbappe is on the wings. The reason two skillers, fast pacey players are on the wings is because you need to exploit the wings. You cannot do with someone like Ben Yedder or Messi. Messi is fast, but Messi is not a skiller, and it's better to have skillers or at least fast players on the wings who can give you that speed, combination of shoot, speed, everything basically on the wings. And Messi is very good at a central role. So if you have a striker like him, play him on the right hand side so that he can cut in from the right into the left. Ben Yedder, 5-star weak foot, always have the chance to shoot anywhere in the box. Plus with his POTM card, he's pretty good. Paulinho and Vieira, center mids operating. Now I'll tell you why you want to keep a CDM and a center mid actually in a formation of flat and the other formation as well, because a defensive midfielder and someone who can attack, that's the best possible combination in a 4-4-2 formation. Nelson Semedo and Mendy as fullbacks, and Varane PK as CVs, and Ter Stegen is my goalkeeper. Now coming to the instructions, Ben Yedder would be on mixed and come back on defense. The reason he should be come back on defense is because having a striker cutting the first passing lane of this of the opponent's center mids is the best way to go. Attack is the best form of defense. So attacking player has to drop back. Attack is the first form of defense, sorry. And yeah, Ben Yedder should be dropping back because he's got a high working rate, a high defensive work rate. And Lionel Messi, I would keep him on comeback on defense because it's a flat 4-4-2, but you can just change this to basic defensive support as well. I think that would be good enough as well. Now Vieira and Paulinho, stay back cover center. Don't change them. If you feel that you're losing, if you can't create with your front four, change Paulinho to balanced attack and keep it as cover center. That's it. I would suggest to keep balance on both RM and LM. Don't change them because they're just good as they are. And fullbacks are of course stay back while attacking. Now moving on to the second variation of 4-4-2, which is 4-4-2-2. As you guys can see in this formation, instead of two centre mids, there are two CDMs. Now Paulino and Vieira drop back. I would recommend this formation to start off with, because if you're playing 4-4-2, you might feel there's a lot of gap between your defense and your midfield. So it's better to start off with a 4-4-2-2. In this formation, I'm gonna change Messi as a right striker again, keeping Mbappe, Neymar on the wings, and Ben Yedder on the left hand side, same as it was in 4-4-2 flat. And then coming to the instructions, Ben Yedder would be on comeback on defense. In this formation now, you could tweak a bit. If you feel that on mixed attack, you had last formation on mixed attack, you could probably just go with get in behind on Lionel Messi in this particular formation and basic defensive support. Then same with the DMs. Cut passing lanes on one of the DMs is because Paulinho, like someone who's more agile, whoever's the most agile DM that you have, put him on cut passing lanes. You can put both of them as well. Basically, it just cuts the pass between the strikers and cuts the play off, which is pretty essential in my opinion. Keeping Neymar and Mbappe, both your wingers, on comeback on defense in this formation is because you feel that whenever you're attacking, your players open up to the width, and whenever you're defending, they get compact, they come inside and help you defend. So I think, in my opinion, you should have a variation that from different from 4-4-2 flat. Now fullbacks remain the same. Alright guys, so this is the team, this is how I set up. These are only the two variations. Now let's get into some gameplay action, and I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I went in the weekend league. So guys, these are the highlights from the weekend league, and let me just quickly get down to talking about some quick passes from the middle of the pitch. Now this is the first point that I want to talk to you guys about, the passing in the center. So both your strikers, both your midfielders, and your wingers, they act as if you're playing in a narrow formation, even in a 4-4-2. So what you do is you utilize that and you don't let it go, right? They might look as if they're really wide, but the best part about it is they come in the center and they help out in those quick passes from the center. So you've got the leverage of passing from the center, and you've got the opportunity to go on the wings. Having someone like Paulinho in my team, now this is like very important. These triangles, these attacking triangles that you see on your screen right now, Paulinho is helping forming those triangles between Ben Yedder, Mbappe, and then very crucial run from Mbappe from the wings, coming inside and then taking a shot. So basically, these triangles in the center are very important, and the wingers and your midfielders help them create alongside your strikers. They bridge the gap between your strikers and your midfielders, and they help out in achieving what you need to achieve in front of the goal, be it quick passes, be it first time shots, be it long range shots, anything. So this is the advantage that you get having midfielders LM and RM. Okay, so these guys are not just on the wings, they come inside and support. That's how just the game is, and you need to utilize that. Now coming on to the next point is the fact that your midfielders, your left mid and your right mid, create so much of space out on the wings that it basically opens up the field from the center. You've got so much opportunity, like you saw in the screen. Mbappe had so much of space on the wings and he passed it to Neymar, and Neymar coming in from the right. So they keep switching positions. You've got the opportunity to do so from the tactics menu as well. Now again, coming down to creating spaces in the middle. Now, like I was talking about having an attacking midfielder, Paulinho does just that. Now, Messi, you take the ball away from the centre backs with your strikers, and they create so much of space in the middle that it helps out actually creating those passes. Now, as you guys will see in this clip, Paulinho and Vieira are positioned so well right outside the box that they will let all four of your strikers, all four of your attackers, to have lots and lots of space in the deep opponent's D box, so that you can easily just receive, turn and shoot. So that's the advantage in a flat 4-4-2 formation. Even in 4-2-2, your DMs will come a little forward and as you please. Now these quick passes, these quick triangles that you see are very important. Now this is another aspect, the spaces behind the center backs. Now this is, I'm going to be showing you 2-3 clips how it's important to make spaces, make runs behind the center backs, behind the defenders. As you guys can see, Messi played the ball to Ben Yedder and he took a shot. Now Mbappe, as you guys can see from the arrow, Mbappe is going to play down to Messi so that it creates a lot of space for the center, and like just that, like one skill, you turn and then you pass and you shoot. You've got a lot of options. So basically the key is to creating spaces behind the defenders and actually utilizing it. Now again, you will see Ben Yedder is making a run on the right. It creates a space for Mbappe to run into because he came in from the right wing. Because of Messi coming down, he ran inside. That's what you get with high players with high work rates, player with good finishing, good composure. And now the key aspect in this particular thing is, when you create space, is how you take your strikers away from the defenders. Now again, you will see in this clip how Messi is taking the ball away from the defender so that it creates space for my center mid and my striker. Now if you see Vieira, he ran. He's a defensive midfielder, but he still ran because there was so much of open space. So basically 4-4-2 is about exploiting the open spaces, and if you do that well, if you have a good striker who's good on the ball, then you can easily create chances. Now the next point that I'm going to be talking about is attacking from the wings. As you see from the arrow, I have the liberty to go back to my fullback or go ahead. Now from the wings, you can just choose between the two. As you guys can see, again, I've got two options. One is to play it to Vieira because he's so up front, he's attacking, and I've got Messi. So I chose to go with Messi. It created a lot of space on the wings. Mbappe ran again inside and then he just passed it and it was a goal. So attacking from the wings give you like a couple of options. Again, you see Mbappe can go on the right on the flanks, or he can come inside. That's only beneficial when you play through the wings. This can happen in a 4-2-3-1 formation as well, but it's most effective when you play a wide formation and 4-4-2, which in my opinion is the best formation. I'll say it again because as you guys can see from the clips, it's creating so much of space. Now again, next point, guys, this is a small point I'll be talking about. As you guys see, three circles around the players. This is a triangle between my fullback, my winger and my striker, and you need to start creating these triangles more often to help take the ball away, take the gameplay away from the overload ball side, because if there's overload ball side, they'll stick near the D box, and then you can use these triangles to create chances. Now let me talk about, as you guys can see on my screen, now this is another point. You've got 3 options already in the box. You just need to play 1-2 passes and you're in. Now this is a thing that is key when you've got 2 strikers and you've got like a 4-2-2 or a 4-4-2. As you guys can see again in the clip, I have got so much of options since my midfielders are so up high, so high up the pitch, that I can make those quick 1-2 passes and then I can just take a shot. So this, as basically the conclusion of that point was that you should have 2 strikers, that if you win the ball high up the pitch, you've got at least your wingers and your strikers placed right in front of the defense to create those crucial passes that gets you in. Now these are some of the gameplay action that I recorded from the weekend league. Some quick passing, a beautiful cross from Mbappe to Neymar, and you will see the points that I just spoke about. You will see them executing. I was executing them in these clips, and passes from the center, then quick passes, 1-2, Paulinho to Neymar to Ben Yedder, and then he just scores. So basically your wingers come inside and they create those triangles with your strikers. Your midfielders come forward. You've got 2 strikers. So all in all, it's such a good attacking formation that even with overload ball side, even with drop back, the opponent will make a mistake. He cannot defend properly the whole time. He will slip up somewhere or the other. Again, you see in this clip, I've got so much of space in the middle. He's got teammates, almost everybody behind the ball, yet I managed to squeeze in a goal. How? Because my players are positioned so well up front. And another aspect, now let's talk about counter attacks. Now there are a lot of players who like to attack like I was telling you to attack, and they leave spaces behind. So you need to exploit that. You need to make those 1-2 passes right from the center. If you've got two fast strikers, go ahead, utilize them. Like as you guys can see, I brought Corona on from the bench, and then he's running, he's creating chances. So yeah, super subs are very crucial at this point of time. Now another clip in which I will talk to you guys about the fact that your midfield is key to holding the play up and keeping the ball and attacking at the same time. So again, you'll see Paulinho, first time pass. Now I could have just not passed it to the striker if I was seeing that there's a lot of congestion in the middle. I could have just gone and played it out to the wing. So those are the advantages you have with an attacking midfielder, and a defensive midfielder will just help you hold the ball at the same time. So guys, yeah, these were the clips that show as to why 4-4-2 is the most overpowered formation in my opinion, because your wingers come in, you've got two strikers, you've got midfielders passing the ball around. So yeah, I think in my opinion, if you choose to go with this formation, you will be able to beat dropback and overload ball side, and you will create those attacking chances that you might lack earlier. Alright guys, so thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you guys could pick something out from this video and help increase your performance, make it better in the FUT Champions Weekend League. And I think 4-2-3-1, 4-2-2-2, all these are quite common formations, but I think 4-4-2 is actually a very good formation, and it is the best in my opinion after the patch that EA released last week. And do let me know in the comments below how you like the video, and do subscribe to the channel for more FIFA related content. Until then, take care, all the best for the next weekend league. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.